Hello, everyone. It's the Dungeon Minister, and I'm here at CleriCon, pretending to be, casually discovered, watching the con. Hello, as if I'm not holding the camera myself. Hey, it is Sunday afternoon, and we are in our last game session. Our last set of game sessions have begun, and I'll take you out there. Things are winding down. There's 4 tables. There had been 5 for all of yesterday, 3 on the opening night, 3 tables on the opening night, and then 3 sessions of 5 tables yesterday, and now 1 session of 4 tables. So I'm going to give you a shot in the con here. We've got Mage's Musings there, and Fleetwood's in the corner doing a game, and we've got Bear there doing his heroics, and we've got Chris in the corner doing Morkborg or Mirbar, or however it's actually pronounced. Anyway, Morkborg for those of us who just speak the one language. Good evening, Matt in the UK. We have one of your fellow Brits over here, ye old geek. He's playing in Fleetwood's game, actually. He's playing in the Immortal Storm. So that sounds interesting. I passed by, and I heard Fleetwood saying, you see on the map it is marked Kun Tower. Kun Tower. Kun Tower. Then they realized, because other than the old geek, they're from the GTA of CN Tower. Actually, Matthew's from way up north. But anyway, he still knows the CN Tower. And it's the bit in the Immortal Storm where they go to a modern day city. He moved it from New York or Chicago, whichever one it was, to Toronto because he knows it better, and it makes it Canadian and fun. So anyway, that's him playing there, and they have spotted the CN Tower, and he says it's flashing all sorts of colors, which they do with the CN Tower at night. It lights up like, landmarks have started doing all sorts of garish nighttime displays. So yeah, that's kind of fun. And I'm in here. I'm just making a few pizzas for the con folks and my boy's lunch. So Touchberry's playing in Morkborg hey, Bob, you know what? Part of what made it great was having you here. Thank you so much for joining it. Thanks for being part of it. Unfortunately, Bob Johnny's not feeling good. He came down with something this weekend, so he's not here to play today, which is a little sad. But what he did do is he came and he got a commission done of the Bob Johnny character from Juke Juke Rocket Art, and so I'm going to be showing those off soon. Yeah, me too, Bob. It's one of those things. Hey, you and Bob Johnny both. Maybe it's the name Bob. Hail, unbreaded Michael Connor. It might be the name Bob that did it this year. I don't know. Anyway, So, hey now, Warrior King T22. It's all good stuff. So, this morning after church, so we had church service in the morning, right? How many gaming conventions are organized by someone who has to nip off to say mass in the morning? At any rate, a few of the con attendees showed up in church. I did warn the congregation last week. I said next week there may be some, he subscribed to all the guests. Excellent. Good morning, Michael. It's going really well, Michael, and in no small measure due to your support. Thank you very much, and to all the folks who supported. Thank you. I told the folks last week. I said, look, next week you may see in church, you may see some guys that look like me, kind of middle-aged, beards, and that sounds cool, Michael. And they'll be wearing wearing T-shirts and stuff like that. And by gum, they didn't disappoint. Although one of them showed up in a red T-shirt. So it was all good. It was nice. And afterward we have coffee hour. This is our parish hall where we have coffee hour every Sunday, and we rent it out for not a gymnastics, but a dance class, Irish dance class, and we rent it out for there was dog training happened here for the longest time. So it's just sort of your average parish hall. The beard kind of does give it away, Eric. I hate to tell you. I did score the trivia test, Bob. I did, and it was Robert Stuffert who won. He had a 19. I don't remember your score. It wasn't anything to be ashamed of. It was in the teens. but I don't remember what it was. Sorry. Um, what was I saying? Oh yes, afterwards. So the folks came over for coffee hour. We had coffee hour as usual, and so you've got these normies, and they're sitting down and so now what is this game again? And it was great because BS Games is here with Sonoda, and I think he sold the game today to our organist. Actually, our organist bought a copy, and that was cool. Uh, so yeah, and then of course, we had snacks, right? Homemade cookies and stuff like that are out. So gamers surrounding the table of cookies. It's all good. It was all good. So, and they've cleared off, and the serious gaming has begun. And we're down to it in the last hours of CleriCon 2024, and people are already asking about CleriCon 2025, and I'm going to tell you right now, yes, absolutely. And I'm already talking about plans for like what new things, what interesting new stuff we can add. I have to tell you, I'm a little leery of getting too big, because I think part of the charm of it is its smallness. I do want to expand a little bit. Uh, well, that's great to hear, Mini Warmut. Yeah, you were on Bill T on Pate Mini's live stream earlier. I saw you on there. Um, so I want to be able to offer some interesting new stuff like next year for the two earlier Saturday sessions, the 9 o'clock, the 9 a.m. and the 2:30 p.m. We're going to offer. I think we're going to try to organize a kids table at each of those. There's one table dedicated for young players, run by probably by Fleetwood, potentially by Touchberry or Bob Johnny. They all can do that. Hey, DBT, a lot of your stuff, actually everything in the silent auction has been bid on, and people bid against and stuff like that, and it went well. It went well. So a huge thank you to you for the all the cool things and the prizes. I think that I gave out one of the spider web golems as a prize for my game because that was the thing they were going to fight. They probably used more wisdom than I rolled up that night, rolling characters. They probably used more wisdom than their characters had to not go fight it. But anyway, I gave one of those out as a prize. But yeah, to organize a kids game, one of my boys or someone else's kid too could run a game, and I thought that would be a lot of fun. Hey, Donka Todd, in the house. Yes, they just look really cool. So things like that, and actually, BS Games is talking about a Sonoda tournament, that they've done for another con. I'm like, ooh, I want one of those, because Sonoda's it's not really widely distributed, but if you're in Canada, in the GTA especially, but it's all actually he's gone all the way to the East Coast and back. You can see where you can find it. It is a really fun game. It involves a board with D4 on it, but the D4 are used to denote kind of power levels, and you can go from one to a two. Anyway, the rules are simple. I'm probably too simple to know them, but I got to put some pizzas in the oven here. But it can be learned in less than 10 minutes, and it's a really fun game. But doing a tournament of that would be cool. This is the glamour of running a con. You get to put the pizzas in the oven. Oh, they went all the way in there. So things like that. Just some different stuff to mix things up, and yeah. If you come to Canada, tell the border guards you're there for pleasure and not business. Yes, definitely don't come trying to bring in all sorts of goods to sell. Apparently, that's even minor goods to sell is a no-no. But anyway, yeah, that's how we're going. So I am thinking about 2025 already. Last year I sent out a survey saying, hey, what could we do better? What was awesome? What could be done better? What should be ditched? What should be added? Things like that. And got a lot of good responses back. And part of some of those responses shaped what we did this year. Like last year, I heard that the sound, the room was just too live, the bounce off the walls, because it's just drywall, and so we hung the curtains, and it's not a lot. It's not like sound dampening curtains. These are just curtains but it does a little bit, and it's enough. It takes. We heard we needed a kind of a hangout spot for between games, so we instituted the Halflings Hideaway over there. Although someone's coat gotten really in there. Although at this point, everyone's playing a game. It's real mostly for Saturday when people are knocking around with things to do. You'd like to see a game filmed live? I would too. I've decided one thing I'm going to do next year is get someone whose sole job is to manage a. First of all, one person whose sole job is to manage online games, because this year it was organized quickly, last minute, ad hoc, and I saw a couple of them canceled because people didn't sign up because it was so last minute. I think with more notice, more people would be able to sign up. So one person to do that. Oh, pardon me. Here comes a celebrity. Hello, Kevin from the Red Caps. At any rate. Hey, Cleric's Creations, how you doing? Good, clean, fun. Yes, I agree. You know what I need to do? I need to set a timer on that pizza so I don't burn the guy's pizza. And if I burn my own pizza, I can't set a timer because it's on my phone. Okay, I'll just peek in on it every couple minutes and let all the heat out of the oven. Thank you, Mercurius Aurelicus. That is Aulicus. I always want to complicate the second part of that name. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Again, I've lost my train of thought. Oh, well, I was just showing you the Halfling Hideaway for kind of between, on the chessboard and whatnot. Maybe we'll put Sonoda on it next year. No, because I want people to go to his booth for Sonoda. But, yeah. I'm onto the Sunday slide of my brain. Hey, Bob, that would be fabulous. That's the other thing I want to add. Bob does wargaming, little tiny guys, War of 1812 stuff. You can set a timer that would help. Yeah, give me 10 minutes, Eric. That would be fabulous, and I can stay on. Hello, Longshot. That's quite all right, Mercurius. That's quite all right. I don't want to sit with light behind me. That's not a good shot, is it? 3 minutes. Michael's just out there causing trouble. Yeah, so I am in that part of my Sunday where it's just kind of ooh, oh my. I was talking about online games. Thank you, Mercurius. Yeah, get someone to just organize the online stuff because it would be nice because the Dungeon Minister channel and the YouTube community goes so far. Australia and whatnot. Thank you, Eric. It would be great to have some online stuff as well, kind of run concurrently, and that someone who can organize that and like coordinate prizes or an auction online as well, right? So there's a dimension that's just for the online folks because to participate in it, knowing that some people are going to an in-person con and you just can't because it's on the other side of the planet, and in case you want it, Tonka Todd here is running. I'm putting on my screen, but it's in a different place on your screens, I'm sure. Tonka Todd is running Wildland over at the Con Discord, the CleriCon Discord channel, which I will throw in the. You know what? Can I throw it in the con? No, I probably can't because again, the phone, you're limited. But I'll put it in the description of this video after I stop. After I close it down. Yeah, it's Wildland game, and I gather that one of the levels of characters in the Wildland game is Schmuck. So it kind of gives you an insight into Tonka Todd's sense of humor and the game. So yeah, someone who could run an online aspect of it would be awesome, and also someone who can be in charge of these little videos and when they happen and grabbing me and saying, no, you must sit down and make a video right now. Don't go, refilling the toilet paper in the washrooms. No, right now you need, well, probably no, go do that because that's probably more important. But then come back and do a video afterward. Just to get these things, a little more regular connection going on. And trying to keep me from rambling too much like this. As I said, I am on my Sunday slide, and it's going down, down, down. But anyone have any questions? Anything? I think there's 18 of you out there right now. If there's any questions you have about the con, about how things went, about what features there were and things like that. I'd be happy to answer them now. Howdy, Dakado, how are you doing? How are you doing? And I saw earlier the DBT, Dirty Basement's going to a historical wargaming con this weekend. That sounds very cool. An entire con devoted to that. Who participated in onion eating? Well, we had returning defending champion Touchberry, and Ye Old Geek, and Paint Minis Live, and Scott from BS Games, and then Matthew all participated. And it was, you know what, Matthew, God bless him, he lasted longer than I would have. I would have taken one bite and bowed out. He said, nope, I can't anymore. And yeah, it came down to Paint Minis Live and Ye Old Geek, and Ye Old Geek took it. Favorite part of the or game I really enjoyed playing. Last year I didn't play anything. I played Call of Cthulhu, which was so cool, with Ye Old Geek as the DM, or referee I think it's called in that system. That was a lot of fun. I was killed by a tree. The sort of expanded vendor offerings this year has been great. It's been really lovely to have Juke Juke Rocket and Rebel Rabbit and Paint Minis Live here, in addition to BS Games. They were here last year. It's great to have a few more. Yes, I was killed by a tree. What games and systems were played? Oh, Michael. So many. Cthulhu, BX, OSE, OD&D, BECME, Dragonbane, Morkborg, Mark Barg, whatever it's actually pronounced like. And right now Bear is running his heroic RPG. So lots of stuff. Eric, how's the timer going for the pizza? Lots of games are being played. All sorts of good stuff. And yeah, and let's see. I can get the comments back by touching the. Will I or anyone else be a recap of some of the games played at the con? Well, I do know that those of us who have recapping type channels, Mage's Musings and myself, will be recapping the games that we ran. I'll be recapping the game that I ran opening night, and Mage's Musings is going to incorporate his into his normal recap kind of schedule. Bear. Oh, it goes off when it goes off, so you don't see how long it's going. That's fine. As long as it hasn't gone off yet, I'm probably good. Bear is fun. He's fun. He's not nearly as grouchy as he likes to pretend he is. He's a lovely guy. Don't let him know I said that, though. He'd kill me. I wanted to show these right now. Juke Juke Rocket just came in with the artwork for Fleetwood and Touchberry and Bob Johnny. So I'm going to take you down. I hope I can't really direct it very well, and I hope there's not too much glare. There they are. We have Fleetwood in his dragon scale armor with his dagger, and he's got his shield that he got from the tomb of, I can't remember the saint's name now, but who was a guardian with the broken spear, because he wouldn't attack, he'd only defend. Which doesn't, Fleetwood attacks all sorts of things. But anyway, and here's Touchberry, and with his hedgehog shield, and Bob Johnny with a flaming axe. Brasingas! So, aren't those cool? Anyway, so, yeah, that's what Juke Juke Rocket's bringing to the party. So, yeah, it's been awesome. It's been awesome. Let's see. I think games systems played. Prepping minis for painting. Excellent, Dakota. I think I've got all the questions that I saw answered. Tomb of the Unknown Saint. We do know who it was. I just forgot. It is a very obscure Celtic saint. And I don't remember which one it is. I know it's bad for a priest to admit, but it was like there are 17 million Celtic saints that nobody remembers their name anymore. So it was one of those guys. And I think I probably adapted the actual saint's history a little bit to fit the game, because real saints didn't live with goblins and orcs and dragons. But it was pretty cool anyway. Yeah. So anyway, Saint David. It wasn't Saint David. No mid to top tier saint. It was like Saint Fiddlesticks or something. Saint Bungo or something that no one's ever really heard of. I'm gonna have my glasses on so I can look at this pizza, because the timer hasn't gone off, but I'm still a little worried about it. Where are my glasses? Oh, Well, this is the life I'm living right now. I have an idea where I put my glasses, and the great thing is I don't have my glasses on, so I can't find them. I'll just have to peek at the pizza without glasses. How's that? Oh, I gotta get it out. Gotta get it out. Not your fault, Eric. Not your fault, Eric. Get that pizza out. Okay. Okay. Oh, woof. Oink. Hello, Manfred Connor. All right. Well, I'm going to get this pizza out to the fellow who ordered it, and to Fleetwood and Touchberry, and one for me too. So I'm going to be off, and Rocket. I've got to pay for my pictures. So hey, Hungar. I'm going to do probably one more wrap up when we're all done. Good evening from Germany to you, Manfred, and then we're off to the races. But I'll see you later, and have a good rest of your day.